Hi and welcome back for my final more important analysis video with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets on Tuesday 31st of July. Let's look at gold, which continues to trend lower. It's very slight drift within this channel now. You've had that consolidation back to the channel, which is now sort of pulling lower on a consistent basis, just slightly losing the support, but nothing too decisive really. And you'd sort of say that the market is fairly benign at the moment. It's not really sort of pulling decisively lower. I mean, that key low at 12.11 hasn't really been tested again in the last sort of 7 or so sessions, but you'd still say that the market is still sort of leaning towards the downside, and there is that downside bias towards 12.0450, which is the July 17 low. But the selling pressure is certainly not decisive, and that sort of arguably I think reflects the fact that the dollar's lost a bit of direction, which has in turn meant that gold's lost direction. But momentum indicators are still undoubtedly negatively configured. It's just that whether they can start to sort of pull above 40 on the RSI, you'd start to get more interested in a recovery. At the moment, you're not really seeing it. MACD lines, are they sort of bottoming out? Well, I'm not convinced. You'd need to see certainly the stochastics above 45 area, which was sort of that reaction high that you saw mid-July, to really start to see a bit of traction, and you're not getting it at the moment. Very quiet market, to be honest, and sort of waiting probably for the Fed to give its update, and then you're going to make a move on gold. But to be honest, it's not really moving too greatly. The yen is weaker, JGB yields lower, so that's sort of weighing on gold to an extent. But yeah, we are still seeing lack of real direction on gold for now. But I still think that that's likely to change on the Fed or the payrolls data later this week. So I wish you good luck in trading. I'll speak to you later.